Hello, happy woodworkers, Manny here with Heartwood Art. Today, we're going to cover how to make these 2x4 scrap wood Halloween decor things. They are so fun for the family to do. Plus, I'm going to show you where you can download all of the faces and ways that you can trace them onto the wood that makes it super easy. So, if you like tips like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Look at the links below it for all the things that I show you in the video. Okay, let's get going. First thing we need to talk about with these scrap wood projects is safety when making cuts. Let's say that you have 3 pieces like this, and one of them's a little taller than the other, and you may be tempted to shave off a little on that middle piece. Don't do it. I'm here at the miter saw station, and you can see to cut this little piece, you're going to have your hands way too close to that blade, because if this thing kicks at all, it's going to throw your hands right into that saw. So just don't do it. Let's make this fun 2x4 Boo Ghost. I'm going to be cutting these corners on the miter saw, and I want to mark them first. Now, there are probably 14 ways to do this. Just watch this one all the way through to get some ideas, and then you do it any way you want to. So let's get going. I'm going to eyeball this little stain can, and then draw my corners. Actually, you only need the right side of this, and then flip it over and repeat. It doesn't matter if they're exactly the same or not, and you only actually need the right side. If you want to draw them both in, you can, but you only need this one. Okay, let's go over to the miter saw. My miter saw has a setting that's at 31.6. It notches in there. Okay, so I want to use that, and watch this. When I bring the saw down, it hits right on the line of my corner. So that's where I want to cut. Now, here's the thing. You need to be standing on this side of your cut, because these little corners can fly, get caught, do anything. Don't have anybody around the saw while you're doing this. And if you don't feel comfortable cutting this, don't do it. Wear your protective gear, ear protection, eye protection. Now, if you can keep this, most certainly do it, because we'll use it later. Then, flip the board over. See what I'm saying about only marking that one side? Put on my face mask and make that cut. Okay, and we have our board for our ghost. I mounted this on the corner of my bench, make it easier for me to sand, and put on my mask and get to it. This is 60 grit sandpaper on here. Close enough for a ghost. I made a bunch of templates for you to be able to trace these onto the wood. Let's go get our little Boo Ghost one. There it is. Okay, here's how I do it. These are sized for 3.5-inch woods. They work on 4x4 blocks or 2x4 blocks. And so you just line them up where you want them. And then I put a piece of tape over it to hold it. And this is important for the tracing that we're going to do to keep it in place. Okay, so this is what I use. You can get 50 sheets of carbon paper from Amazon, and they come with these little scribes. They have ball ends on them, so it makes it great for scribing. So put it shiny side down. Put it all the way to the top, and then you can use your scribe just to trace over it. Now, you can also use a ballpoint pen for this, but I like these scribes because it's less messy. And you're going to use medium pressure for that. Now, once you're finished scribing, lift it up, see if it worked. That way, with the tape, you can just put it right back down and scribe some more if you need to. But I think this looks pretty good. How about you? I use wax paper as a palette for my paints. Cheap and easy way to do it. Now listen, when you're painting this, don't worry about running over the eyes a little bit. I'm going to show you a trick for outlining the black. And this is just craft acrylic paint, not artist acrylic paint. Same thing with the brushes. Be sure to get these in the craft aisle or look for the link below for the ones that I use. And of course, bigger brushes is going to make that go faster. I just leave a little space at the end to hold on to it while I'm painting all the sides. Don't paint the bottom of this, because if you want to mount it, you're going to need to put glue on it. Glue's not going to stick to the paint. So just turn it over, set it up the best that you can. Give about an hour for this to dry, and then come back and we'll do the eyes. Okay, here's the trick for doing the black eyes or anything that has black lines in it where you need an edge. Use a Sharpie, and this one is an industrial super permanent ink one. Just go around the edges. And now we can paint. There we have a little Boo Ghost. Let's make this fun 2x4 black cat. Remember those corners we cut off for Ghost? Well, I think they make pretty good cat ears. Now, since I'm going to be painting the whole cat black except for the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and glue on the little ears. These are the corners that came off for Ghost. I'm going to use my popsicle stick to spread it. Oh, I love doing it this way. Put a little extra on there. There's one. Now I need to put something on it and clamp it down. I'm going to clamp it to this secondary workbench since I'm not currently using that for anything. Just put a little board over it. See if I can get this on there without moving. Clamp it right over the ears. You could probably consider brad nails, but that wood is so thin, I think it just split and be a mess and move the little ears around, so I like this better. Okay, let's find our cat eyes in the templates. There it is. And we're going to get our tape and decide where our cat eyes are going to be. I think right up there. Put our tracing paper shiny side down. Medium pressure. Yep, that looks pretty good. I'm going to paint the inside of those eyes yellow. Don't worry about going outside the lines. You'll still be able to see them through the yellow paint. And I'm going to set that aside to dry. I want to outline those eyes with my Sharpie. That way I don't have to worry without getting black paint into the yellow parts of it. And color in the eyeballs too. Okay, now we paint. And there's our cat. Let's make this fun 2x4 Frankenstein. Let's make a cut for Frankenstein. On my saw, I've got to stop here at about 22.5 degrees. And that's going to give us a great angle for Frankenstein. And I want to match Frank to another couple of boards that I've already got. So I'm going to put it there and mark it. And we'll cut that. Now with Frank, you have some choices. And the way that I made this little template is to go on a 4x4 block. So what I decided to do was trace in his hair straight across and then pull down a little bit further for his eyes, pull down just a little bit further for his mouth. And then I'm going to paint all of this black. Let's paint some black stuff on Frank. Get his hair. Okay, let's finish up Frank. I'm going to do that with my Sharpie. And those little eyes. There you go. Let's make this fun 2x4 pumpkin. Another fun pumpkin idea is to take 1x material, if you have it, cut off a little piece, stick it on the top as the top of the pumpkin. So let's try that. I'm going to cut off about, 2 inches or so. The main thing is I want this on the backing and this on the backing so the little piece doesn't fly. And this still may fly off, so don't have anybody around the saw. There you go. Okay, let's see how that looks. Put it down this way. Looks like a little cap, which would be kind of fun for a jack-o'-lantern. Or stand it up if you want it to look like a pumpkin. Now don't glue your stem to your 2x4 yet, because we need to paint that a different color. Just mark where it's going to be and set it aside for a moment. And then see where to get these cute little templates that I made for these faces. We're going to line that up, tape it down so we can hold it in place, get our carbon paper and our scribe, and just use medium pressure to trace that onto the wood. Now, I originally made these templates to go on 4x4 blocks, so I want to move it down and spread it out on this 2x4 a little bit. Put the mouth just a little bit lower. And there it is. Let's paint. Now, don't worry about going into the lines where it's going to be black for the eyes and mouth. I'll show you another way to outline those. Now, when you paint your top, be sure to leave it empty there where you're going to glue on the stem. And then paint the rest of it except for the bottom. Leave that unpainted so you can mount it. Okay, now I want to paint the stem for my pumpkin. I'm going to use my Sharpie to outline these little eyes and do the fine line for the brim of the witch's hat. That'd be easier to paint. There it is. Okay, let's glue our little stem on our pumpkin. I like Type Bond 3 for this. Put a little bit. I love using popsicle sticks for spreading glue. Gets it even. Put it on our little blank area there. Just going to clamp it. I think that will hold just fine. Let that set up. If you plan to mount these on a board, what I would do is draw lines around where they're going to sit and then paint the rest of the board, but leave that area blank and then leave the bottom of these unpainted so your glue will stick. And then when you're ready to mount, put another board over the top, clamp the whole thing down or put something heavy on it until the glue dries. Well, I sure hope you've had fun learning how to make all these fun Halloween decor things out of 2x4s. Be sure to see the link below this video for where to get the templates for all the faces and all of your supplies and everything mentioned in the video. And be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the shop.